Bit of a different one this time. I'm just driven up to the lakes. It's a bit of a mixed forecast for today, so and the best forecast is up in the northern fells in the lakes. I wanted to get back up here and get some more Wainwrights done. I haven't been back up since May, so I left the car at Dodd forestry car park, and I'm just going to have a quick walk up Dodd. It's about 10 o'clock, so I've got Dodd to do. So on the menu is Dodd, Latrigg, Lonscale Fell, and depending on what kind of time I make, I'll jump back in the car because I've got Carrock Fell to do. It's just on its own, and I know I can drop the car there and just kind of go straight up it, but I'm kind of aiming to get a camp in there tonight, so busy day, but a bit of a different one because I normally just have long walking days. So I've just got to a point in the paths. I kind of just need to have a quick look at the map. So, but it's supposed to get windy later, rain. It's been quite rainy coming over the A66 over the Pennines, but it's lovely here now. Gorgeous. So I'm gonna go on one of these. It's either that way or that way. I suspect it's that way. I'm up there somewhere, so I'll bring you back further up and take some pictures. Okay, see you later. Gosh, it's very humid, and it's a lot more still than the forecast said as well. I've just left the main path down there. There's a more direct route up on one of these. It's like an old fire road that's just not used anymore. I let it go to seed, and then there's a path straight up here, so a bit more direct because I've got a few to do. Crack on. It's a lovely day though. Beautiful. Just so humid. Right. Gonna carry on up this path. Up past these trees. And we must be breaking the tree line just up here. Just onto the fell, and then there's quite a steep ascent up to the top. So I'll bring you back up there. Wow, what a vista. Dodd Summit. Skidor up the back. Have to look at map. I think that's Skidor little man. And then you've got the Dodds and the Helvellyn range. That looks like Old Scarf Way. South Lakes, I think I've picked well again. South Wales, Wales. South Lakes looks pretty clagged out. towards Bassenthwaite. And the coast, you can normally see the Scottish southern uplands, but it's just very hazy. But I'll take this today with a forecast. You can see some people right down there. I think that's the way I was supposed to come up. Right down there. I just took a quick trod. I suspect it's one for the... God, I hate calling myself a Wainwright bagger, but I suppose I am. I get back down, pick up the cart, and then I'm heading over, kind of down on that road down there, up, and park up where that little gap is there, I think. And up onto that small one. And then up to Lonscale, which is round the corner from there. Great views of Keswick, Derwent Water. Right, let's get going before this rain comes. Just cut down through the woods, straight off the summit, off a trod, not an efficient path. Took me down through some spooky woods. Pretty dicey down there with everything's so damp because it's humid, and the roots. Oh, I nearly went a couple of times. But I'm just on these like kind of fire roads now. Just going back down to the car. It was just a quick jaunt up really, just to tick this one off. Like I say, I'm just spending the day mopping a few ones that I've not done on sort of bigger walks. Because the forecast was it's to get a bit poorer later, so I just thought I'd get these dotted around, jumping about in the car. It does give me the opportunity to have a quick drink at some cafes though, so which is a bit different. Once I'm usually up, I'm up on these ridges, so a bit different. It's quite pleasant, lovely, nice place. So I'll get off. I'm gonna get a quick drink when I get down to the car park. I think there's a cafe there and a toilet, so I'll get a quick drink and a freshen up, and then jump in the car and then up to the next two. I kind of hope it stays like this. It's a bit humid, but I'll kind of take it. Very pleasant. That's a good pull up. I've just come up from the car park at Latrigg, and I think it's Beck. Just coming up this valley. I've just left the main path. It goes up to Little Man and Skiddaw. That's very busy. So it's lovely up here. Getting breezy now on tops. I'm quite sort of travelling light. If you've noticed, I've not brought my camping gear because I'm not going to camp. But I've got a sort of a windproof jacket, I'm just kind of taking a bit of a gamble, but it ain't going to rain. I can be up and down in here in an hour, so I've got to change the stuff back at the car anyway, so if I do get wet I won't get cold, but I've got to change anyway. So I tell you what, it's a fair bit more fun walking without a bag. Can't believe how fast I've got some of these done. All the heather's started to come out up here, and I've got some company, so I'm going to crack on, get to the top of here, take a right at the top and onto Lonscale Fell, get that bagged. I'll bring you back. See you in a bit. I just left the car down at the bottom of Carrock Fell, making the last one in. Seems a bit kind of calm. I suppose when I get on the tops it's going to be a fair bit breezier, but I've just parked just at the bottom of Carrock Fell. I'm just going straight up the face of it. The alternative is to go up the valley up towards sort of the way that the Cumbria Way goes, I think, because it's quite steep down there, or I'll go down the north side of it, but just getting some water. It's very pretty waterfall. Just having a minute, taking in the views. It seemed to brighten up as I came round from sort of the Keswick end, and I came up through Mosedale. The weather seemed to sort of pick up, but it's going to catch up. I think it's due. The worst. It's going to sort of start raining at about 4 o'clock. I think it's only going to be. So if I can get up there and find a sheltered spot. Quite a few people around there. It's usually quite quiet up at this north end. But, that's what I'm currently looking at. Spots of rain just sort of dropping, but nothing too much. Yeah. Checking a bit. Swim. I don't know if you know it, it's pretty steep up this way, so I've been working the old walking poles a bit. So anyway, right, I'll get up to the top of here anyway. Fell. It's a bit breezy up here. Right. Whew. that means, I'll just move it around here, that means that that's the last of the northern fells that I've just completed. So I feel like I'm getting somewhere now with the Wainwrights. So that's number 139, Carrock Fell. Lovely views, but I don't think I want to stay very long to enjoy them. It's about 5 o'clock. The wind's come up like it said it would. I was expecting it. I'm just on the top of Carrock Fell. Some stunning views across to the back of Glencathra. The summit's just up there, but I've had to come off the each side. You can see the clouds. So I'm just pitched up just off the summit, and it's quite a shallow little spot, to be honest. But once you get off the top here, which is quite blustery, there's very few flat pitches, so it's the only one really I could find that flat. Just on the lee side, so I've got a pitch there. It looks really grey to the south, but this heavy rain that was supposed to be materialising at 4 o'clock-ish, I think it said, it hadn't come. So that's why I pitched it so early, because I was expecting some rough weather. But I mean, to be honest, it's very quiet up at this northern part. I've only seen one other guy. So yes, that's my pitch. Just have a walk down to it. Sorry if it's a bit jiggly. It's quite a flat pitch, but I just haven't been able to get it kind of just as it should be. I think it happens sometimes. I haven't pitched this tent for a while. I've only come out in this because I thought I might have ended up having a bit of tent time, to be honest. So I like it because I can kind of sit up in it. So anyway, but I've got some good views. Terranova Voyager. I've got one of these new Thermarest XT, which is brilliant. I've just got it propped up. I should have had it the other way around really, but the slant, so I've got my rucksack tucked under it. I find it quite comfortable doing that anyway. It's dry anyway, so I can do that. And just my sleeping bag, pillow. And then my jacket, that's the enlightened equipment pullover. That's brilliant. That's a nice piece of kit, that. The usual stuff. That bag's just got electricals in and loads of other bump and stuff. Just the tent bags, gloves if I need them in the morning, and then just some leggings to sleep in. And then my kitcheny bit, that's my speedster stove, packs down really small. pot and a cup, and then a couple of libations. Oh, I got that. This is nice. It's I got for multi-day trips. My bag were a bit small for my food, so I got myself this little Cedar Summit cube, which really nice quality, proper robust. So that'll do me. So yeah, just gonna get comfy now and get a brew. But just enjoy this, I think, before it rains. Looks it now, but it just don't materialise. It can. There's a bit of a shower, and then it just blows through really quickly. But it's a bit hazy, but I've had worse. So I think I'll just enjoy this for a while. Bring you back in a bit. Well, it's dark now. Well, getting dark. It's raging wind up on the top. It's blowing around here a little bit, but not to call out. But the difference on the top, I'm just about 30 yards away, but just down off the top behind some I think it's some of the old fort, to be honest. Some massive rocks. So I've had a couple of beers and a bit of whiskey, just a top. Getting pretty relaxed now. I've got the tent door open still. It's quite nice out of the wind, but when you're in the wind, oh man, it's cold. So I'm hoping we're going to have a good day. I'm really pleased about today. I feel like I've really achieved something. Getting the Northern Fells ticked off. So yeah, I think I'm going to stick my earphones in and listen to a bit of radio. Probably fall asleep listening to the radio, and probably bring you back in the morning. I've not checked the weather forecast in the morning. I think it's supposed to be pretty nasty tomorrow. There's big banks of sort of rain coming through, but anyway, it is what it is. I've really enjoyed today. It's been fantastic. So I will bid you good night. when the next wave of rain's coming in, so it's pretty blustery. I'm going to drop down, kind of down off the backside of Carrock Fell and walk back down to the road, and then just walk along the road. So yeah, good camp considered. I'm very pleased with it, to be honest. Got plenty of it yesterday as well, which always helps. So usual thing, nothing left. Have a quick scope round, a bit of sheep wool. So I'll crack on, and I might bring you back, going back down, because it's still pretty windy up here. So, and I've got to go up the top and then back down, so it's going to be well windy. So I'll bring you back in a bit. This is it. That's fantastic. The thing is, that can be gone in a few seconds. Unbelievable, beautiful. High Pike's completely shrouded in mist this morning. Forgive the wind. I need to expand on my filming tackle a bit. I need probably one of these road things. But it's fantastic, lovely, beautiful view. That's where we were last night. That's the top of Carrock Fell. Because I know, because I could see this road from when I went and sat on the remains of the fort. Just come down that green lane, just on the road back to the car now. Gorgeous area. Looks like it's a bit of a favourite for the van campers up here. Nice lay-bys and stuff. Complete common. No camping. Fine camping caravan. As long as I leave it pristine. It's just these idiots that give everybody else a bad name and just leave all the shit and crap behind. I mean, I wasn't supposed to be on top of there last night, but name of the game's respect, I think. You've just got to respect these places and the people who manage them, you know. Right, I'm going to sign off here. I suspect when I get back to the car there's going to be a van probably parked, and they'll still be asleep, so put my buff on my head because I started getting earache up there in the wind. Just trying to warm my ears up a bit. fierce wind up there this morning. So the car's just round the corner down here. Well, I've had a really good couple of days, all things considered. There were a bit of rain blowing up from the south yesterday, but it kept missing me, so I had quite a nice day. Didn't have to don the waterproofs once, which were a surprise looking at the forecast. But yeah, lovely couple of days. Bit of running round, something a bit more unusual, a bit disjointed really. I normally go on long walks and get on a ridge or an horseshoe or a round and stick to it and stay high, but quite a bit of up and down yesterday. Not do me any harm. Anyway, I'll sign off and get changed and head off back home. I'll leave you with this.